This is the site of the new Women's and Children's Hospital. This red line is the railway lines going to the southern suburbs, and the interstate line, standard gauge, going to the Parklands railway station just off the screen. This is a old rail triangle, and this leads to Adelaide Railway Station. These are the major bus stops which service the new Royal Adelaide Hospital in its new location, and this is the site of the new Women's and Children's Hospital. The new Women's and Children's Hospital is going to feature a building with a tower, and there will be a bridge built across the rail line. To link to a transport hub using a road an elevated road running from the Jull Road intersection with Port Road to enable people to reach level 3 of the new Women's and Children's Hospital. A footbridge is going to be built between the new Women's and Children's Hospital and the RA at levels 3 and 4 of the hospital. It's suggested that elevated roads could also be used on the Port Road itself and George Street, because one of the issues we've got is that just over here a sports hub is planned to be built, and there is obviously a need for bus access to it, and so one possibility is that a bus station here on George Street could extend around with a bridge across. George Street has 2 entrances onto the main streets, one here on North Terrace and the other on Port Road. So it's suggested that elevated roadways similar to what we have in Chicago would be desirable. So let's now look at Chicago. Chicago, the United States, has a problem that it is alongside a very large lake, and so building underground tunnels involves lots of pumping. If we go down to street level in Chicago, we can see here a very pleasant park and roadway with the hint of something beneath us. And if we go down below this, we are now beneath South Wacker Drive. We can see that there's a park on the side, where this is now taking us above. So this is the view above. So we can see here, this is lower Wacker Drive, and above it is upper Wacker Drive. And what's happened is that the streets in this part of Chicago have had all of their front entrances raised up 1 or 2 levels, depending upon which part of the Wacker Drive we're on, to enable the amount of traffic to be segregated so that through traffic is on the lower level and local traffic is on the upper level. So we're now underneath this, and we'll see on the side there are places where people can get access to the businesses at what is normal ground level. So we're at ground level, and the camera has come along here during the night time. Along this road there are a number of hospitals which have their ambulances come in through the lower level. This diagram shows the central part of Chicago alongside the Chicago River, and in the video we were actually at this point near the river, and if you look at the legend we'll see that the red is the upper deck where there are 3 levels, the yellow is where there are 2 levels, and blue is the original street level. And the other thing to note is green is used as a ramp and pink is used as a ramp. So we can see that in this diagram, at this point Wacker Drive is 2 levels, and at this point Wacker Drive becomes 3 levels with the ramps between the various levels. It suggested that similar feature might be adopted in parts of Adelaide. So let's return back to Adelaide, and we can see here we've actually got the Port Road with 2 levels of elevation for separation of local and through traffic. So the local traffic might be 1 level for buses, and one possibly used to serve both hospitals and service this 15,000 seat stadium. There's perhaps Gabba Bus Station here, and then have a loop so buses can go around and come back again and go out and return to where they want to go. The use of these loops is similar to what's been done in Brisbane alongside the Gabba Sports Ground, Brisbane, and they built a busway from the CBD of Brisbane to the Gabba Sports Ground, going past Queensland Children's Hospital and the major private hospital, where there's a bus station for those hospitals, to a bus station to serve the Gabba, which has a seating capacity of 42,000 patrons. We can see that this busway goes underneath the freeways and emerges to this bus station. And if we come down to ground level, this busway is in a cutting alongside the main road, and the distinct feature is, because this is a terminus, the buses actually terminate with a option of either leaving the busway and going out on the street or having a go around. So here's the go around, and other buses can opt to go out.